Welcome, Ladybug Lovies. We're going to do a flip through Friday, and these are hosted by Gwen The Trash Witch. And today we're going to do a flip through of this chunky monkey that I made way back. I believe it was in maybe 2018. I don't know. Maybe we'll get a clue when we look through. So come on down to the desk and we'll give it a look through and see what we can figure out, okay? All right, I think we got you now. And here we go. On the outside, we have one of Tori's old belts, which I used for a closure. I was using something else, but then she got a little hefty and it wouldn't fit anymore. Okay, and it started out its little life. I believe it might have been a calendar or composition book. I can't remember. And you can see here it says love. This was something that Tori had. I don't remember what for. And here I have a tag that I made. Okay. And it doesn't want to go back in. It's been in there too long. It wants out. Here I have a page. And I believe this is napkin, which is probably what's on that tag too. And some lace on here. And here I have a paper clip. And this says, oh, this was some more of those prompts we did with Lizzi that I had been telling y'all about before when we did the mindless thing. So this was in 2020. It was Thankful YouTube Family, Fun with Sister Erin Morrison. And she gave me some prompts, and this is what I made with her prompts. Okay, now I never said I could draw. Okay, and then this one is Quarantine Doodles Style, and this was May 2nd, 2020. And that was some more prompts. And then I took edges of paper that I had cut off for some other project and glued them on. Waste not, want not, as I always say. And over here, this is from my church. I thought it was pretty, so I hung on to it. And Alone Together 2020, we save lives. And as you see, it's toilet paper. That was my theme on everything, was toilet paper. And sorry your crafty day was so crafty. Okay, I hope crappy is okay to say on YouTube. And this is just an index card to use for writing on. Back then I thought I was going to be writing in my journals. I really don't write much in them. Usually if I do, I end up going over it with paint and stuff because it's something that I just want to get out of my system. And here's another one of those index cards that I could write on. Somebody gave me a little sheep to put together, and I decided he would be good on the page. Okay. Then on the next page, I have a couple more cards that I made. Here's one, and I don't know, I guess that's just for the colors and more writing space on the back. And the other one is a tag with a pocket that card goes in. And on the back is writing space. And, you know, we've all seen these before. We love those. And that's the Image Museum down here. We love that. Okay. And, yeah, Imagine Museum, I mean. And my muse, I love anything to do with Dolly. Great man. Okay. And I made a tag and cut out little pieces. Okay. There's a lizard and some pretty sunflowers. These, I like the little pads that you can write notes on, and I guess I just figured they were perfect as they were to write on. And I've got two of those, and this pocket is made from a CVS pharmacy bag. Just glued it on and glued some stuff on it. And in the center of the two pictures, I put something that came from church. It says, have faith. And on this side is more stuff off of our church bulletin. And I go to a non-denominational church. And here is another tag I made on this. And this is a stamp someone sent me, and I put it on here. And thinking of you, I thought that was cute. That goes on there. This is a piece of a dryer sheet that I used to make a ruffle. And this is from junk mail. I like the stamps, so put them on there. I like faux stamps. On this side, I took an envelope and put a fake flower on it. And this is actually not an envelope. It's just a piece of paper folded to look like an envelope. This was May 6, 2020. And there was probably prompts for it. And that's why there's different things on here to make up my prompts. And that's what makes this up. Got a little pocket on the corner. And this is actually part of a playing card. I learned that from Karla at Cage Fish. You take the playing card and you pull it apart carefully so that you have the two halves, and it's a lot thinner to glue onto things. Okay. And this is a piece of a napkin. This is a piece of cellophane I glued on here. And over here, I've made a card and just added a little flower on it. And then I have another one of these half pockets. And back here, I do a lot of the same things back then, I guess. It's just another one of these pages. Nothing spectacular. A lot of white. Should come in here. Do something else. Oh, and this is one of the ones that you can open the corner up and write on it. Okay. Then on the edge, I have this. It's got some fabric on this side. And another corner tuck. And I have this tag and this tag. And I put it on some pretty paper, which I just glued onto the other side. And here's another one of those faux envelopes. As I said, a lot of the same things, 2018. I think that's really when I started 2020. That's when I really started putting the things that I had together. And here's some more of that fabric. On the other side of the fabric, there's some lace and a piece of paper. And this was cut out of one of my things from church. And these were something that I made during 2020, and I handed them out to people. It says, "Dear caregiver, thank you for all you do. Hearts for caregivers." And these I handed out to people, and it says, "As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart." And this is something that they would wear on their shirts or whatever. And it says, "I just wanted you to know that we, my artist community, and everyone else appreciates what you do. We who are on lockdown in our homes have been thinking about you. Please let this pin be another reminder that we are so very grateful for all the work that you are doing for the community. This is a movement that we hope you will gain momentum, and it started on Instagram with an innocent post from a woman that thought it would be nice way to say thank you to the caregivers. Her Instagram account is Be Kind, Have Fun, and her name is Shelly. If you want to know more about this and learn about how to make your own pins, you can visit Recycled Parts for Art on YouTube." And there it is. And I got this from Recycled Parts for Art from Jerry. She's really, really cool. And I'll link her down below. She's the one that taught us how to make these. I made them, and everywhere I went, even if I stopped to get a drink at McDonald's, because they were essential workers, they all got one to wear during that time. I made a lot of people smile, believe me. Okay, and then this is lace on the edge of this page. And then this is just, you know, some of our regular paper. This little bear stands out on the, you know, the little sticker things. And behind him is a pocket. And in that pocket is a little tag. It says Memoir. And behind that is another pocket. And it says, Hooray for you. And it has a tag. And another little tag. And this is something someone gave me. And I wanted to keep it so I would remember how to make these, paper clips that are hidden. I love the hidden paper clips. And this is a tag, one of the ones with the side pocket on the front. And on the back it just looks like a side pocket. It really isn't one. And then on the side of this pocket is another actual tag. It's a slide in. Okay. And then on this side, this lady is thinking about the good times that are coming when we didn't have to wear masks and stuff again. And here's me with my little fairy thinking about making something else with yarn. And it says, my spirit will live on forever there within your heart. And here's a little parrot, and it says, Friends of Lala. And on the back is writing space. And this is another one of those bags from CVS. If there's anything you get with old age, you get a lot of medicine bags. Okay, and this one says, restoring the oceans could feed 1 billion people a healthy seafood meal each day. I'm a big one on taking care of the planet. Okay, and it says, fun, save the oceans. And I think it would be fun to save the oceans. They're a vital part of our existence, just like everything in nature is. Okay, on this one, we have a pocket that was made for me by MaryK, and the little flower was on it when I got it. And here's a little tag. It says, the best day ever, which is one of my favorite sayings, because my granddaughter used to tell me every night before she went to bed, my 20-year-old granddaughter, she used to say, Gamma, today's the best day ever. And on top it says, run, skip, and jump. And then on the back it shows different places. And the person that did this for me is or is it Marion? And it was done on 8/17. Then there's also this little tag and one of my paper dolls. I just didn't change anything on her because I thought she was cool the way she was. That doesn't mean she won't ever get changed. Believe me, I change everybody's heads and stuff. Not sure why, but I do. Maybe it's just because I can. Okay, and on this page, just some writing space. And on this page, more writing space. And then we have tags. I think this is one that opens. If I could figure out how it opens. I can see it does. Yep. See, it opens up. Okay. And we have a big white tag. I guess you could write on both sides. I could do a lot more in here, I think. And just a plain one. Okay. This one has a tag. It says special delivery. And it says to and from. And on the inside, it has this pretty tag. And again, this is on another CVS bag. And this is on that clear stuff. I think it was probably in the journal when I first got it. And this is when I started getting to be a little bit interested in Zentangles. I'm not going to say I'm a Zentangler. I have a friend who's a certified Zentangler. Jennifer over at Creative Play Every Day is a certified Zentangler. She can even teach you. She really is certified. So I know that you can't say that unless you're certified. And she's a great channel too. Highly recommend you look into her channel. Okay. This page has this pocket on the side, and in it, it has this little booklet that opens like a card, and it has this little girl running through the grass, and it says it's a butterfly zone. Okay, and there's writing space on there, and on the outside, it's got this pretty little fabric flip. Okay, it's a big book. Hope you're up to it. And this side is wishing that we could get out of the mask. Okay, on this side is more wishing, and it's also, this is excuse me, I have an itch. This is paper from when I did painty papers, and this was my what do you call them, baby wipes that I use for cleanup. And this kind of painting paper was when I was doing the shaving cream, and I was making it look like marbling. That's really a lot of fun. You should try it sometime. There's a lot on YouTube on that one. And this one, it's just the way it came. This is the story of us. That would be a good one to put in my journal for when I just got married recently. Okay. And then this one says picture perfect. And this came from MaryK. She uses a lot of packaging. I usually try to cover the backs when I get them, so they're good for writing. This one's just, yeah, it's just another one of those ones that opens up. Okay. And let's see what else we have. We have some more tags over here. This one's kind of cool because it has, you know, the little pieces on it that you can flip them sideways or write on them or whatever. And this is just a regular one. And this is a pretty one. I love pretty paper. I love colors. If you ask me my favorite color, it depends on the day. I'll either say cobalt blue or the rainbow. That's my favorite colors. Okay, and here's another one that's just pretty much the stuff that's in here. And a belly band. And this is some more of the paper. And this is tissue paper. I don't know if you can see it. It has glitter in it. I like glitter too. Can't ever have too much glitter. Lizzie had glitter for sale the other day. I wanted it so bad. Oh. Let's see, what else is there? Those are a couple pages glued together. And this has real character, because you can see I'm still learning about keeping the bubbles out. This one is like balloons or something, and then on the other side it's like faux writing. And this one is like a hall pass, and they go in a pocket down here. All right, another a sidewards belly band, and this tag has a pin in the top and pages to make it a little booklet. Okay, and this one is just a fold over. And here's another one of those little flowers added to a disc. Okay, there's a button, and looks like it was, I probably stapled it on and covered up the side. I don't like staples very much. I don't know why. I know a lot of people do. And this is 3 tags glued together to make one big tag. Okay. And just a regular page. Lace over a tag. And a manatee. I love manatees. And Here's another one of those folded up envelopes, and I use a little paper thing to close it with, to make a closure. Glued it half on and half off so it could close. And then there's a couple more different colored cards put in here to write on. And like I said, back then I used to not cover up a lot of things because I thought I was going to need a lot of journaling space. And as you can see, I didn't. All right. And this is more tags, just plain tags. And the next page is another belly band and a smaller one of those envelopes and another tag and a little side tuck that you could put something in, and a side tuck on this side, whoops, that just popped off. That'll have to be glued back on, won't it? And I don't think I had the better glues back then. Another tag, and where I crocheted lace onto something, a map. Let me put this over here so it doesn't get messed up. All right. And a couple of envelopes and index cards of different colors. That's about it. And some more lumpy pages. Okay. And this one is from Stacy. See, she actually does a lot better work than I do. Lizzi sold some of her stuff the other day. Isn't that beautiful? I love Stacy's work. Okay. Another one and an envelope. Let's put this in here just like this so we don't mess it up. For when I have two hands to actually put it in. Okay. Another one of the envelopes and a tag with some flags on it. And just a page with different papers on it. Some more. Okay, everybody loves Scully, right? I know, I do too. And then it says, things that go bump in the night. If Scully is what goes bump in the night, I'm cool with it. Okay, and this came out of one of my granddaughter's teen, young teen magazines. And this was from a magazine I made a lace out of it, small tag. And I took this part out of it, out of the magazine too, Flowers and Friends, that's all one piece. I didn't do a lot of decorating back then. I used the pages as decoration themselves. And another flower and pretty paper to make another little embellishment. A card, cloth belly band. Another piece of that napkin. Piece of fabric. Another piece of baby wipe. I use a lot of baby wipes for stuff. Some more baby wipe. This is a cupcake liner. This is a little booklet that I believe someone made this one for me. Yeah, I think someone made this one for me. I don't think I made that one. Okay. But I thought it was cute, so I stuck it in here. And this one said, it says, wish granted. And I hope yours was granted. And there's another one of those envelopes. And I think that's just regular paper. And this is tissue paper. And that's it. And then that's the back of the book. And that's the whole thing. Oh, and this is a heart that I crocheted. I crocheted the little hearts too. And this was off a refrigerator magnet that had fallen and broke. I glued it together and then I glued it on here because I thought it was cute. But that's my little book. I hope you enjoyed the flip through. I hope you were able to see it well enough. It's kind of hard to hold it up with one hand and show it too. But I hope you enjoyed my flip through. And I want to thank Gwen for doing our flip throughs again. And I hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. Lillian and I want to thank you for being so patient with us while I've been ill. I hope to start doing a little bit more every day now that I'm feeling a little bit better. The doctor assures me in the next 30 days or so I'm going to start acting a little bit more like myself. I don't want to say normal because I don't have a normal. Okay, you have a great day. God bless. Night.